Hi and welcome to today's video. I'm Lauren and today I'm going to be working on a really tiny miniature sketchbook art journal with you. This is a little sketchbook that I decorated the cover of using these mosaic tiles a little while ago, and I have been doing some art projects inside here already, which I'll show you in a few minutes. But this is definitely the tiniest little sketchbook that I've ever worked on. The pages are 3 inches down by 2 inches, or if you use centimeters, then it is 7.5 centimeters down and 5 centimeters across. So it's definitely a big art challenge whenever you're working this small. I found it quite fun to do because I love all art challenges and kind of challenging myself with art projects. The way that I'm going to get the prompts for this video is I've got a bunch of these letter blocks that I will roll, and that's how I'll get the prompts, and I'll make the artwork inspired by that prompt. If you feel inspired by the prompts that have come out today, then definitely make some of your own artwork. That would be awesome. And yeah, let's get into the video. So here's a little sketchbook tour of what I've done so far in this mini sketchbook or art journal. The prompts that I have had so far are panda, art, salad, fun, cute, wish, Venice, cartoon, jasper, bonsai, and then poles. For panda, I did this little artwork which I really love. It was just with marker and fine liner. And then the next one was art. So for this one I did a art journal style with lots of layering of different papers and stickers and little drawings. And then this was for salad. That was a little marker drawing, and this was fun, so I made a little page about celebrating, also using stickers, Posca markers, all sorts of things. This was for cute, so I drew these little cute cartoon type of pictures, and that was with markers. This was for wish, so I made a space scene with the idea of like wishing upon a star. I used paper and drawings and lots of stickers and layering of different art media. And then oh yeah, these two I really like how they came out. So this was for Venice. I did a little drawing and watercolor painting of a scene in Venice. And this was for poles. This is the latest one that I did. I really like how that came out too. Sort of thought of like a road trip where you're traveling and you see all those telephone poles on the side of the street. And then this was for cartoon. So I drew a picture of a girl, crystal or jasper, I think jasper crystal, and then a bonsai as well. So this was all kind of a combination of drawings, and I think I used mostly markers and some Posca markers in the background. And then yeah, now ready to create a couple more pages in this video with you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get the first prompt now. So alright, sure. Try to just group all of these letters together. Okay, I've spotted a word. It is M-O-V-I-E. So movie is going to be the first prompt. I have to use these little clips to try to keep the pages together somehow, because that is one of the biggest challenges about working this small, is how to keep the pages from moving all the time. So I have these little clips that are quite useful. I decided to do the movie The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe from Narnia from the Narnia Chronicles by C.S. Lewis, and I'm going to draw the scene where Lucy kind of discovers the wardrobe. So I'm going to draw a little room with that wardrobe in it, and I'm going to just be working on this one side of the page using a pen, a fine liner pen, to start the drawing. This is what I've got to so far, and now for the color I'm going to be using watercolor pencils, and I had once or twice some questions on some of my videos how to use watercolor pencils. So in this video I'll show you how you can actually use watercolor pencils, sort of the potential that they have. They're quite fun to use, and yeah, a bit of a mix up on the usual pencil style. These are some of my watercolor pencils. So I have some of the Mondelez brand by Koh-i-Noor, and it's got that little paintbrush on it, so then you know that it is a watercolor pencil. And then I also have some by Faber-Castell, and this one actually says Aquarelle on it. Those are two pretty good brands to use. Okay, so you want to, with watercolor pencils, is take your pencil and just start coloring the area like you would with a normal pencil. So I'm going to be coloring the floor, this sort of woody color. Then for my wall, I'm going to try to use this dark green. Not too sure what color the wall is in the movie, but just kind of doing a representation. I just finished coloring it, and as you can see I've colored kind of quite roughly, like there's a couple of gaps and I haven't really laid the colors down too evenly. But that's the kind of cool thing about using watercolor pencils, is that you don't really have to lay the colors very evenly, because when you add the water you'll see that it will smooth out quite nicely. I'm going to be using a really tiny brush for this to do. So I've got my water here, so I'm putting my paintbrush in the water, and then I'm now going to be able to just start to go over the colors really gently, and as you can see they do really even out, and they actually change a little bit the tone of the color, which I always quite enjoy. Like this green is kind of more what I wanted, very rich dark green. And that is this little page finished. I think that is all that I'm going to do to it. I do like how the pencils look, and kind of how even that wall at the back, the pencils have kind of created this interesting shadow on the wall, which is really nice. So that is how to use watercolor pencils, just a very basic quick little tutorial. Comment down below if you'd like to see some more videos with watercolor pencils. I do think they have a lot of potential, and personally I almost enjoy them more than just using regular pencils, because they have that extra look at the end when you kind of use the water and the brush. So yeah. Ready to roll for number 2. So the only word I can kind of think of is W-I-N, win. I'm thinking for the background of these pages, I'm going to use some of these scraps. This is from an artwork that I cut up, but I really loved the colors, so I wanted to use it in another way. So I will choose 2 of these, maybe that one and this one, and I'm going to stick them onto the back here, and this spread will be a double page spread. I'm using some white glue to stick these pages down. That looks pretty cute, so I really love the colors in this. So because the prompt is win, I've got these gold stickers that I'm going to use. They've got a beautiful shine to them, and I'm going to be sticking those kind of along the edges of the spread. So that's how it looks. Next up, I have this little stamp that I've really been itching to use. It's from when I was a child. We had a whole collection of these stamps. So it's a beautiful little guinea fowl from South Africa. So I'd like to use this stamp, and my thought is that I'm going to do the stamps on these stickers. So I think I will do about 3 guinea fowls. I hope it's going to fit. Try first with this purple. Oh gosh, I don't know. That looks like it's dry. Blue, any luck with blue? Oh yes, blue looks like it is gonna work. Then I'm gonna try to stamp this onto one of the stickers. Oh, okay, alright, almost worked. Try just to fill in those. Oh, I don't know if I'll be. No. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. That looks pretty cool. It's not too bad. My idea is to kind of have like a race of guinea fowls, and basically the one in the front is going to be the person who wins, or the guinea fowl who wins the race. Because if you've ever seen guinea fowls in the wild, they actually move pretty fast when they want to. Now that they're all done, I'm going to be cutting out the guinea fowls. I will maybe leave like a tiny bit of white around. So I think I will try to overlap them like this on the page if it works. And that'll kind of look like they're running a little race. So this one will go first. Over there. To end off, I've got this little washi tape that I think will be kind of nice just to add like a little bit more like kind of decorations. Ooh, how can I do it? And that's the final spread for the prompt win. I think that turned out pretty cute. I really love these little guinea fowls. I started filming this video in the morning, and the sun has now crept into this space, so I'm gonna have to move locations. Prompt number 3. The word I'm coming up with is D, U, E, and T, duet. My thought with this one is obviously to create a picture of a couple that is duetting together on a song, and I'm doing this with some markers, just laying down the basic colors first. Give her some long hair. He can have some blonde hair. So I've made a little stage and kind of like some kind of fairy lights in the background, some decorations. And that is the final picture for duets. I think that turned out pretty cute. It is really hard to work so small with these markers, but I think that came out pretty nicely. Roll number 4. Got C, O, W for cow. So it looks like I'll be drawing a cow. So last year I spent a lot of time living in the countryside, and my favorite thing to do when I lived there was to go on these walks. And on the walks I would always see these cows on the hillside. It was like one of my favorite things to go and look at on the walks, and just very inspiring. So I didn't really draw too many cows during that year in the countryside. So this will be interesting, drawing a cow in such a small scale for like pretty much the first time. I decided for this one I will be using watercolor paints. And I'm going to try and do it on a double page spread. I'm gonna have to trust the process on this one. It's definitely looking quite strange right now. Oh my, I have no idea if this is gonna work out or not. This is where I am at so far. I'm liking it a lot more now that I've got the eyes in. I'm going to add a bit of orange. I've only seen these cows one time at a place in the Czech Republic, but they are always really fascinating looking. They have like this really, really long hair and these beautiful horns. I think you see them a lot in England, but they're not super common here in Czech Republic. I'm keeping the background pretty simple. Just a little bit of color in the sky. And that is the final image for cow. I really, really love how this turned out. It's actually really, really fun to paint this type of cow. And yeah, that was all done with watercolors. So roll number 5. Let's see what we can get. Alright, straight away I've got one. H, E, A, R, and T. Heart. Or hearts. Hearts. I think I'm going to do this one in the style of like an art journal. So I was just looking through this because there's a lot of really cute patterns in here. Let's see which one. Ooh, I like that. That's beautiful. So I got out these hearts that I'll definitely use somehow, and then I have the stickers that I'm going to do some drawings on. And I thought maybe to try and find similar colors, so I want to use a pink, purple, maybe a light blue. I think I will take one. Whoopsie, where did that go? 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stick them one over there. One over here. Then I'm going to just draw like a bunch of different hearts on these stickers. Or I'll do one that's like a mixture of colors. Outlining them. Gonna cut these out. I think I will leave like a tiny bit of white around them. Now I'm gonna try and stick these kind of all over. Be that one there. That's cute. So I wrote hearts of love. I'm gonna cut that out now. Okay, and now to stick these down. So I think I'll do like that. Hearts. Hearts of love. Oh, that's really cute. Okay, I think that's how I'm gonna leave it. One final look at the hearts pages. This is sort of like an art journal style. Really enjoyed making that, and that just looks really cute. I'm going to do one more roll now. This will be the 6th spread. Okay, so I see one. I've got a B, E, E, and S. Bees. For this page, which I'm just going to do on this small little space, I'm going to be using these paints. These are temper paints. So I want to use a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow. So I'll start with a little bit of greenery at the bottom. Let's get a little bit of texture. So quite a bright blue. Okay, that is now dried. So I'm going to try to paint these bees. Oh gosh. Oh no. This is the tricky part about working so small. Oh my goodness, these paintings are really hard to do. Let's see if I can do a tiny bit of red as well. Okay, yay! That is the final picture for bees. I really love how that turned out. It's super cute. This was quite difficult to paint, I must say, but a lot of fun. I love the challenge. So that brings us to the end of the video. This is so much fun to work in this tiny little sketchbook. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to show you quickly some of the spreads that we did today. This is really a lot of fun. So we started with that first one, which was movie. So that is the scene from Narnia with the wardrobe. We had then win. So I did the little guinea fowls having a race, which is really fun. And then there was duet. So I did these little people singing. And then there was cow. So I did this watercolor painting of a cow. And then there was hearts. So we have hearts of love, pages. And finally, it's not quite dry yet, unfortunately, but the little bees as the last painting for this tiny sketchbook spread. So I hope to create some more pages in here soon, but thanks so much for joining me. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll definitely see you again soon for some more.